Not only Merdeka, 5 really tall skyscrapers that are being built. Building taller skyscrapers is now the way to stand out for countries and cities. The race for being the city with the tallest building continues, even though you may not know this. For now, the tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa Tower in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The building is 828 meters high, and it has the tallest observation deck in the world. It's the tourist attraction of Dubai City, but today, we'll talk about absolutely different constructions. There are a couple of really tall skyscrapers that are now being built in different parts of the world. Some of them are only planned, but they already have support from the world's biggest companies and richest people. Today, we'll see which buildings will be there soon to attract tourists and to change the city skylines. Merdeka PNB 118, the second tallest skyscraper in the world. Merdeka is going to be open in 2022. Even despite COVID-19 quarantine measures, the construction work continued and had been delayed only a little bit. The PNB Group is going to open the second tallest skyscraper in the world right on time. The building location is Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and it's going to be the tallest building in Southeast Asia upon its construction. The 644-meter tall skyscraper looks very futuristic. They're going to open over 4.3 million square feet of residential area, offices, and hotel rooms. 80% of the tower will be devoted to offices, and the PNB Group will relocate the main office here. The design of the building may seem quite strange, but it was inspired by Tunku Abdul Rahman, with his raised hand when he declared the independence of Malaysia. The facade part is designed in the shape of diamonds to show the diversity of Malaysian culture. The project costed around 1.2 billion US dollars, or 5 billion Malaysian ringgits, and this was the main reason for criticism. Many charity organizations claim that one could spend 5 billion RM on much more socially important projects like helping kids in Malaysia, improving education, and healthcare systems. But the positive side of having the second tallest building in the world is a boost in tourism, more investments in the region, and improvement of city infrastructure. So, the project seems to be quite lucrative for the whole country. Dubai Creek Tower. The new Tower of Dubai is probably going to be the world's tallest building, surpassing Burj Khalifa by a couple of meters. The suggested height of the tower is 828 meters, just the same as Burj Khalifa. What's even more interesting, the construction works will be provided by the same company, Emaar, but we believe that we will add a couple of levels just to surpass Burj Khalifa and make Dubai Creek Tower the tallest building in the world. Dubai is the city that wants to always be the first. So after Burj Khalifa started losing its popularity as the Dubai city's main site, the sheiks decided to build a new tower. The Dubai Creek Tower is going to be a supported tower, which makes the construction very complicated. They're going to build a huge complex of supported skyscrapers around the tower to minimize the wind loads. The supportive cables look really futuristic and unusual, embracing the huge territory of the complex. Dubai Creek Tower is going to be a real mega project, and it's now in the very beginning of construction works. But we believe that at the end of 2023, we will see the new tower completed, or nearly completed. The estimated cost is $1 billion, but experts say the support tower will be at least 1.5 times more expensive. The Jeddah Tower. Well, this was going to be the next tallest building in the world, but the project was put on hold in 2018 due to political problems. In 2021, the tower should have been completed, but it wasn't. Now we see that nearly 1/3 of the future skyscraper is built. The building is going to be 1 kilometer tall, and it's amazing. It's going to have the world's highest observation deck, and many people will probably stop thinking about Dubai and will start searching for cheap tickets to Jeddah to see the tallest skyscraper. But unfortunately, no one knows if the tower will ever be completed. The design of the future skyscraper is quite simple. They had no choice, as the tower stands right on the shore of the Red Sea, with quite bad wind blowing there the whole winter season. To minimize the wind load, they had to make the building very narrow in its upper part. Also, they will need to build a big complex of surrounding skyscrapers, just to keep the tower safe from falling during wind seasons. Many people thought that the problem occurred with the ground support, which isn't that good in the region, or with the airport of Jeddah that is located right near the future building. But we suppose that the architects have thought about it when creating the project of the building. So, the real issue is with the money. After the Saudi Arabian purge in 2018, there are not many people who are ready to fund the tower and reveal the amount of money they have. We still believe that Jeddah Tower will be finally completed. The plans may change, and the final height may be lower than 1 kilometer. But still, this will be a very impressive skyscraper with a rich history. Golden Finance 117. China is the country where you can get a skyscraper built from scratch in just a couple of weeks. But it's certainly not about Golden 117 Tower that has been under construction since 2008. The construction process has been halted many times, and as of now, the tower is unfinished. Golden Finance 117 is located in Tianjin, China. It's going to be a 597-meter tall building, and the contractors are going to finally finish it in 2022. The building resembles the walking stick, and it's actually nicknamed that. Local people hate the design, but agreed that the new skyscraper may attract investments to the region and boost infrastructure improvement in the city. By the way, Golden Finance 117 is going to be the tallest flat-roof building in the world. In 2016, Russian roofer girl Angela Nicolau climbed the building using only stairs and got worldwide media attention. The walking stick is going to be used for offices mainly. There will be 117 stories in the commercial area. They are also going to use the top part as an observatory. The infrastructure around the tower isn't changed now, but they are going to rebuild the streets around the skyscraper to meet the needs of future companies that will rent out the offices in the tower. Sky City in China. Sky City Tower is probably going to be the tallest building in the world, unless Jeddah Tower is completed before it. The project is going to be built in Changsha, China, and it's not under construction now, but there is another project which is considered to be the preparation for the Sky City Tower construction. Mini Sky City, the skyscraper with 57 levels, was built in 19 days. The 204-meter tower is already finished and in use. So, Sky City is going to be 838 meters tall, and it will surpass the current tallest building on the planet, Burj Khalifa, by 10 meters. The most interesting thing about Sky City is that the future contractor estimated that it would take 90 days to build the skyscraper. 90 days! They haven't finished Jeddah Tower for years now, and a Chinese construction company is going to build an 838-meter tall skyscraper in just 3 months. Given the mini Sky City was completed in just a couple of weeks, it seems real. One more thing to consider is the unstable ground of the site of the future skyscraper. It would normally take 2 to 3 years to complete the construction works if any European company was hired for the project. One of the main doubts is that the company called Broad Group is able to complete such a project. It has very poor experience with only 2 short skyscrapers built in its history. And still, Sky City Tower is a project that hasn't been started yet, so it's not quite fair to compare it with a finished building or with a skyscraper under construction.